Boingy bing.
Are we live? Oh,
Believe so.
it would have been nice if you told me.
I know. What's this thing's problem?
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 it's up to you now. It's time to take the pressure off. Oh,
La la la
fast.
la la
Bow, bow.
la.
Such like the crowd.
Thank you.
I'm fixed onto you. Why do you need to have that up there?
So I can see. Whee!
There I am.
Look at me. Oh.
You turn the air off. Oh, Ron's here.
Hi, Ronnie.
Uh-oh, you got audio on him here. Hi, Ron Farney. He's gotta stare at himself on the live as he's talking about Duran Duran.
Well, I can't see is the problem. And if this thing starts falling, I need to know it.
Oh, well, you're gonna see now. Now we got 3 different feeds of us going on.
Why, you didn't have lunch?
Why?
Who?
3 different feeds of us?
Yeah,
Video feeds?
Feed. Food.
Video feed.
Oh.
Hello, Ron.
Here it is.
Don't do it yet.
This is the case. Oh, I'm not doing it yet.
There's only 2 people. Well, I guess if you're up there, I guess there's only 1 person here.
But this is the case that will be opened.
Oh my god.
What kind of memorabilia could be one of a kind that the band doesn't even have?
I can't wait.
You know what? You're a jerk off.
Thank you. First off, really quickly, should we update them about when I went to Conway and Walmart to get those $5 records?
I don't think Ron was there.
Yeah, but I could say it for the people who are watching who were there.
All right, we can do a little business while we're waiting for people
Okay,
to
you
show
ready?
up. Go ahead.
They didn't have any $5 records. Beat After Beat's here. Michael's here.
Hey, from down under.
Everybody's coming. Yeah, there were no $5 records.
Hi, Beat.
I've just finished work, so I'm traveling back on transport, so be passionate with me, okay?
No problem.
I don't know if that was the word he was looking for, but
I'm always passionate. I think you meant patient, but passionate will do.
Hello, Sarah. That's me, Beat After Beat. Hi, Beat After Beat. Hello.
So that's your update? You just couldn't find any $5 records?
And then I made you go back to BB.
And then you got a shit ton of $5 records.
Yeah, because they had a bunch of $5. You said you looked for me, and then Katie found 50 more than you did.
That stuff that you guys bought, I wouldn't have guessed a million. Lincoln Park?
Yep. That was a Clover request, though.
There was something else on there, too. I was like, well,
Green
what?
Day?
Green Day? Oosh. And it wasn't even a Green Day anybody knows.
Hey,
What
listen, bro. I got other people in the house who like to listen to records.
I would like to mention something before we get started.
You like Video of Evil Woman Live? I actually just watched it 5 minutes ago with him because I made you watch it with me.
Give him your thoughts.
I liked it. It was like a music video.
It was, with live elements mixed in.
Yeah.
Reminiscent of As the Lights Go Down.
I had the rarest Duran Duran item in my collection, Beat After Beat says. Oh, nothing rarer than what's in that case.
I don't know, rare, and then there's one of a kind.
Beat After Beat, what do you have? He's saying, he's asking, what do we have?
Oh, we're going to open the case. Don't worry,
but
we're trying to finish business
We want him to introduce what he has.
Oh, okay. Go let him. I just want to mention this came out this week. I think I got it yesterday or the day before.
I have an original record that's all scratched up.
But this is Into the Gap, the 40th anniversary. I can't believe it's been 40 years. Wow. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
But this is...
You gonna be okay?
This is 3 discs, and it's chock full of stuff I haven't even heard. So check it out.
Duran Duran Condom, still sealed from 1993 wedding album.
That is fun. I wouldn't use it, but
we're probably not going to use it.
It's not one of a kind. But you know what? That's pretty rare.
That is pretty rare. I never even knew that existed. So there you go.
They had Union of the Snake batteries. I mean, they monetized everything.
That's really funny, actually. Carper says, whoa.
Think we should open the case?
What does PMSL mean?
PMS, that's like a lady monthly thing.
I think it stands for something, young man.
I have no idea.
I don't know either. That's why I'm asking.
Oh yeah, the video was good. Yeah, I've already said I don't 100% get the evil nautical theme.
Oh, Beat After Beat sold the condom.
Oh,
Ah,
well, that probably didn't work.
probably. I think it was more for looks.
How much did you get for it? 1,000, 2,000?
I sold it sealed a long time ago. So
Thank God,
must have been
sealed.
something.
Used. I don't think I
No,
could be your
thank
friend
you.
anymore.
What if it was used by Simon?
Nope. Nope.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
What does that say? That's a money amount.
$25.
$25. Well, I got something that's worth $1 million
Uh-oh.
right here in this case. And I can even prove its authenticity.
How?
154. That's how I prove the authenticity. 154.
I am on the edge of my seat.
Well, then let's open this case.
We're doing that first?
Well, what would you want to do? Last?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to these people.
Okay, go ahead, open the case.
They got to concentrate on the music, and they can't concentrate on the music.
Ms. Carpenter says he got robbed for 25. Just wanted to share my rarest Duran Duran item in my collection. Oh, he was paying it forward, basically. Sort of
Yeah.
like how you did with
Listen,
those.
that's good stuff. And I don't usually flex on memorabilia because my memorabilia is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
I really don't have any.
Yeah, you're garbage.
But when I realized what I had,
Ooh, Ron Farney says to do it last.
really?
That's what Ron said.
All right. You know what? I listen on Duran Duran Matters. I listen to Ron Farney because I think he's one of them.
Yeah, we think he's like Nick in disguise.
I think he's Nick. But all right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay, it builds the suspense, and they got to stay till the end.
Here it is, Paper Gods.
And think of it this way: our buddy from Down Under
Mike.
will get a chance to see it later because he'll be home by then, hopefully.
This is the Target exclusive. I think it had bonus tracks. I actually went to a Target to get it, and I said, "Can I have the new Duran Duran?" And they go, "What?"
Ron Farney wants you to do it last because he's walking through the city with his mobile.
All right.
He
Well, I will
wants to
tell you,
see.
because I'm doing it last, you guys are going to be punished a little bit.
What?
Because I was going to show it the whole video.
Mhm.
But now you just see it at the end, I guess, for a little bit.
Yeah, let's just enjoy it for a little bit. We
Maybe
don't
I
want
can say
to. We
something.
don't want them to get sick of it.
So that's the Target one. This one is my favorite. It's nothing. And nothing. Do you know why?
Was it a mistake?
Nope.
Oh, great.
Inside here, because I haven't opened this,
Mhm.
are all those stickers, and you can put them any way you want them.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
I can put the stickers wherever I want.
I would put the big mouth one right over your mouth and seal it shut.
Beat After Beat says, "Okay, I got robbed."
And then there's
Ms. Carpenter was giving him a hard time.
I found this, and I don't remember where I got it, but it's called Extra Cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And this is every B-side with a compilation.
In case you're wondering, Ron Farney has all this stuff.
He does? He's got the Target?
He keeps saying, got it, got it,
What
got
about
it,
what about Prime Cuts?
got it.
You got Prime Cuts?
I guess we're going to find out.
There are the Prime Cuts. It's just all the B-sides, even the Japanese exclusive.
I like the pose on the back.
The
He's-
pressure off.
He's hitting a pose in the back.
A nice little booklet in there, too, by the way.
Show.
This thing wasn't done on
He's
the
doing
cheap.
one of these.
Yeah, he's like, sup.
Super cool. Ron's got it. You're not cool.
Well, Ron, when I open this case,
Of course Ron has it because Ron is one of the band members.
well, I tell you, the band members don't have this.
Ron, I got it 1,000 times. That's what Beat After Beat says.
Well, yeah, Ron, listen, I told you, Ron is A-level gold club.
Mm-hmm.
I might be a C minus
Oh, we'll call you a D.
because I don't go to the hotel room or chase
Have you
the
got
limo
the
or any of
instrument
that
CD?
stuff. In a way, I do.
He doesn't.
And what that means is I don't know what that is.
Well, Ron has something you don't.
I didn't know there was an instrument CD.
Well, there you go.
Although I have noticed online, a bunch of people are stripping out all the pieces. There must be some new software that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just want to hear the vocals with nothing else,
Mm-hmm.
people do that. You want to hear just the bass part, just the drums, just the synthesizer. I see a ton of that.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
It's just a little interesting.
I'm so interested.
Well, you haven't heard it,
Oh, excuse me.
so you wouldn't know how interesting it is.
You know what? Blow up that case.
I find it interesting. So let's get into it then. Let's talk about Paper Gods. So last week's, which was 2010 or 11 officially, I think, was one of the best albums they had done ever. It came out of nowhere, right off the back of one of their worst.
I've got 21 different versions of this album. Love it. That's Ron.
I didn't even know there were 21
Well, there
versions.
you go.
Well, I got 2.5. So when they were talking about how they weren't going to do another All You Need Is Now, I got to tell you, I was pretty bummed.
Yeah.
Because I wanted them to do another one.
Yeah.
And they said, no, we're going to go off this direction. So we got sort of a little bit of hybrid and then some stuff that was not even believable.
Yeah.
I never thought they would do a song that sort of sounded like Pink Floyd.
Which one?
That's the first one, Paper Gods.
Really?
Very Pink Floyd the way it's arranged.
Oh, maybe I don't know Pink Floyd enough.
Well, there's a lot of Pink Floyd out there. Tell me about Paper Gods.
It's a long song.
That's one of the things you need to do if you want to be like...
I like this song, but I do lose attention after a little bit.
Well, what I
think
like...
it's meant to be background noise.
I like the different... the way it starts out one way, then goes another direction, then does something else.
You mean different genres?
Well, just sort of, it slows down, then there's like a little synth thing, then it comes back a little powerful. It's one of the weirdest they've ever done.
Yeah.
And you can tell a lot of effort went in there.
Yeah. I think with all the ones they've tried to experiment with stuff, like this is one of the better ones. Because it was kind of out there. I got a question. What are the singles on this album?
The first single was Pressure Off.
Okay.
The second single was Last Night in the City.
Okay.
And I believe there were no more singles.
Okay, I was just curious. I forgot I saw Duran Duran on the wedding album tour and brought that condom there. Ron Farney said Simon fought about the lyric while on the toilet.
Well, not only that, he didn't want to do this song.
Oh, great.
So I guess Nick and John had been working the night before, because I guess he leaves at like 5 o'clock and goes home. So they stayed and worked, and then he came in the next day and they started playing him this, and he's like, I don't like it.
Yeah. Then
and
what happened?
Nick went, well, we think it is good. So we want you to try and do something with it. Because they got the votes. Everything's a democracy.
Yeah.
So he went on the toilet and he wrote Paper Gods to this music. And there you go. And it turned out to be one of their best.
Well, there you go.
So it's a good thing. That's why you need those people to push you. When your first reaction is no thank you.
Blah. Plus, they worked hard on it.
I think it's an exciting song for, if you think about all the songs they've ever written and then you get something like this, it's just totally flipped it on its head, sideways,
I think
epic.
it's a great way to start the album, if you're asking me.
I even started the tour with it for years.
Like, I'm saying, this is not one of my favorites, but I think it fits really good where it is.
Right.
I think it's just good for...
I mean, it may not be my
album.
favorite song, you're right, but I do like what's going on in there.
Me
I like
too.
all the elements and the effort put in there. Sort of like how The Valley was sort of special on Red Carpet Massacre.
Yeah.
When they try to do something... They can write a catchy tune, right?
You know and understand what he's singing about.
Paper Gods? I'm thinking he's talking about politics and our society.
I was thinking money.
How wasteful. No, because like the term is paper tiger, which means you're a tough guy, but really you're nothing.
I hear Paper Gods and I think worship the almighty dollar.
I think that's in there too.
Yeah.
But it's kind of political, and it's about how we're a throwaway society and buying garbage that we don't need all the time.
Oh, I love buying garbage I don't need.
Okay, well, so
one of my favorite things to do.
This is a comment on Western civilization. And we're at the top of the Western civilization, so we're the most demented and sick.
Who's Mr. Hudson?
Mr. Hudson is a producer that they brought in, and he was key to this song.
Well, there you go.
I'm not sure which the ones on this album Mark Ronson did, but I know Mr. Hudson was a big influence on most of this record. And of course, when Nile Rodgers shows up for Pressure Off, he takes over. So that's why you get Pressure Off as like nothing else on the album.
Yeah.
It's a Nile Rodgers hit.
Woo!
He goes in there and makes it happen. Does anybody have any thoughts on it, or are we going on to the next
Ron
one?
loves it. Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
How about Last Night in the City?
So Last Night in the City. Wow, I mean, wow, right?
I love that song.
I mean, that chick they got, she belts out that first line.
Paper Gods released September 11th, 2015.
Mm-hmm. Sacred Day.
There you go. Okay, sorry. Last Night in the City. Like it. We just watched the music video for it. It was fun.
Yeah, and that number one, weird that he's letting someone else start off the song.
Yeah.
But it works.
I remember this was your wake up tone for a very long time.
Well,
we're gonna live this night.
She yells it. It wakes you up.
Yeah, I remember in the morning because we like had rooms like across from each other. I'd hear, "I'm gonna live this night,"
and then off to work.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, there was somebody else there that didn't enjoy it either.
Hit top 10 in America and UK.
Did it really? I didn't know that.
Well, there you go.
I thought because it was so late in the cycle, I thought maybe it did. I assume all their singles do nothing anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, as far as charts and stuff like that.
That's nice.
I abandoned worrying about that stuff a long time ago.
Yeah.
All I can do is go buy as much as I can get my hands on. So.
And you did.
What do you think of Last Night in the City?
I like this song.
Mm-hmm.
This is the album I was really dialed in for, like, awake.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a fan of a lot of these songs, so I'm probably not going to be very interesting.
Well, it's kind of like a party song, too.
Yeah. It's your last night in the city. You want to go party. There's a lot of songs like that.
The other notable thing about this song?
Pressure Off and Beers go together. And then John didn't like the video of Last Night in the City.
Well, I mean, it's a live stage video and then sort of elements plugged in a little bit. I mean, we were just talking about that sort of static. You can either do the static in studio, pretending you're doing a live performance, or you could do the recorded it at the show because we were already there, the bits of the thing. For that genre of the recorded, we were talking about Evil Woman just a minute ago. That's essentially what they did, is recorded live singing, and the extras were all the people running around the stage. Here they tried to paper them in, no pun intended, other places. For that type of video, I thought it wasn't bad, but I find those kind of boring.
Oh, well, there you go. All right.
Sort of reliving the Reflex video.
The Reflex.
What was I going to say else about Last Night in the City? Oh, there's a choir in it.
Oh, I like choirs.
Which is kind of, they went to a church, the choir, and recorded them. What else do I want to say about Last Night in the City? Oh, the noteworthy element about it is John Taylor. Doesn't use a bass guitar. If you see him, he's on that mini Moog playing.
Oh, no.
Right into Nick's territory.
Evil.
And ever since then, I haven't seen that thing come out.
Evil woman.
That's all I have to say about it. Last Night in the City. What do you got there, Butterfingers?
You Kill Me With Silence.
Okay, so this one is kind of weird, right?
You kill me with silence.
I'm wondering if the rest of the guys are even on this song. It's so synth heavy.
Yeah, I agree.
In that regard, it sort of reminds me of Secret October.
Except I like this song more than I like Secret October.
Right. Well, he's doing a lot with his... This is also the era where Simon is trying new stuff with his voice. And
Beat After Beat likes this song. Doesn't love it, likes it. Which is, I think that's about where I lie on the...
Well, I mean, if you really listen to it, though, did you listen in headphones?
No. I listened to it again, though.
If you listen in headphones, there's a lot going on in that song, and yet there isn't.
You think I care?
Because the front of the synth is so right there, but then there's other stuff going on. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's another sort of experiment song for them. I don't think they've ever done anything like that.
The album has a lot of orchestra in it. Yeah, that's why I like it. This album has its own vibe. It's its own thing.
It does, but it's also got some stapled on pieces. When I listen to this record and the next one we're going to talk about, the last one we're going to talk about, there's almost some songs, and then there's other songs, and then some other songs, and they're all kind of put together. rather than usually an album is cohesive because they were
Mhm.
all recorded at the same time. I'm thinking there's blocks of time where they weren't working on it and then came back. There's almost like three legs in this one.
Which is fun.
It is if you want to mix it up.
I like to mix it up.
Yeah.
I'm crazy like that.
Well, the weird stuff is like we're going to talk about these B-sides, but these B-sides I believe were written and finished first and decided they didn't want to go that direction.
Which I'm glad.
You say that. I love these B-sides.
Uh-oh.
I do.
Well, there you go. There's going to be some interesting stuff happening.
They have some of the best B-sides I've ever done.
This is a huge, massive tour.
Years.
Didn't we go to one?
We went the very first show.
Yeah.
The State Fair in Puyallup.
Boop,
We
boop,
were right there,
boop,
baby.
boop.
Pop.
boop, boop. It's great stuff. You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Pressure Off.
So that's the single. That's the
Swimming
Nile Rodgers.
with the Rat Race.
What do you think of Pressure Off?
Probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just like spoil my list a little bit?
Well, probably is how you should have said it, and you did.
I just say probably. It's probably my favorite.
You always got to leave yourself a tiny bit of. If Bill Clinton taught us anything,
I
it's
let myself a
always
tiny
leave
bit of
yourself a
room.
little bit of space.
Read my lips. Possibly my favorite.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. Could be. Possibly. Maybe. Pressure Off is my favorite.
I don't have much to say about Pressure Off. Janelle Monáe is doing a very good job in there. I'm glad she's in there.
Ron and Beat After Beat. Yes, 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 yes. Love it.
What does that say? Your Facebook friend is on
TikTok.
What do
You're
I
a big,
give a fucking
You're a big
shit?
TikTok guy now.
You
Ever
know what?
since you watched the fight, you're now a big TikTok.
I had to
guy.
download that, and now my phone is infested with that.
Yeah, because you don't spend enough time on it. They want you.
I know. I'm getting ready to delete their ass.
Then go ahead.
So I said Janelle Monáe. You got Nile Rodgers, of course. When he shows up, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get that guitar.
Mixes are great. Love the video as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually like the video a lot. You said it was like all you needed
Well,
now, but then it was
It
its
is
own
and it
thing.
isn't, right? It's the
Yeah.
same genre, but then
it's
they
fun.
threw in a little Matrix in there.
But the Matrix part is the fun one.
Nick's using that weird membrane keyboard. I guess that never caught on because I never saw it again.
It looks like they're having a good time though.
Yeah, I guess
What else could you
guess
want? No, they look like they were kind of goofing with it, and it was fun.
Well, this does seem to be their happy album.
Yeah.
But I mean, why else would you tour it for so many years?
Ooh, Fawn's here.
Hi, Fawn.
Hello, Thomas and Sarah.
How was Fawn? I haven't seen Fawn in so long.
Ever since that chip thing?
Even other places? Yeah, I was worried she was
Yeah.
sick or something.
Oh, maybe Fawn is sick.
Do I have
Hello,
anything else to
everyone.
say? Oh, yes. Also, Simon could not get the bit of the chorus down on this
Mm-hmm.
during this. He couldn't find inspiration, and he worked and he worked. Finally, he was in the studio and he stubbed his toe, and then he had it.
It's time to take the pressure
No,
off.
the oh. He actually grabbed his foot and said oh, and then somebody said that's pretty good.
Is that real?
No, it's all
Okay.
fake.
Yeah, the way you were describing it, you were so confident. He said, "Ow, oh, 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 oh."
It's good.
It's pretty good.
All right, what do you got next?
Face for Today.
Phase 4 Today. Now, probably the most important song on the album.
Yeah, I was to say before any of that stuff, I really like this song. This was like in my top for this album. I don't think people agree with that opinion. That's a good song.
Well, I mean, it's sort of he does a lot of commentary on what people are up to,
yeah,
and this one is definitely you hear this is more like a YouTube self-obsession,
Yeah.
selfies, social media.
I love
for
it.
today. I think this is directly aimed at YouTube.
it's fun. You love
Mhm.
YouTube. You're on YouTube right now.
I am.
You
Hi,
want the
YouTube.
face for today.
Hey, YouTube. Stop making me take it in the seat.
You're trying to get a face for today. You were in the video, Thomas, right?
Who
Beat
said
after
that?
beat ass.
Beat, you are correct.
Mm.
You are correct. I was in this video.
You want to tell people about the video and maybe
No.
why you were in it?
No,
Okay.
I'll talk about it later. But I'm not talking
Fawn
about it
has
now.
been busy
All right, well, as long as you're not sick.
staying with mom for a couple days.
Well, that's nice.
That is nice. Ron says it's good, okay. And Beat After Beat, I listen to it sometimes. Probably just to see you in the video.
But this is another one where there's something cool. It reminds me of the Seven and the Ragged Tiger playing that Nick was doing. So I do like that bit in it.
I really like Face for Today.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the tops.
Yeah.
In fact, I might possibly say it's my sleeper, but who knows?
The whole
Possibly,
world is an
maybe.
expert on a plastic spoon. What more do you need to know?
Nothing, actually. If we're being legit.
What does Ron think?
Ron says it's good. I told you this. G-U-D, good.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move on. I don't have any factoids after that.
I know what it is. Hananobia.
Danceophobia, the most controversial song on the album. And so controversial that all of the fans needed to be scolded by Simon Le Bon.
Ron said, I watched it, but I never noticed you. I'll have to watch it again. See if you can spot him. Talking about the last music video.
Listen, some clues were dropped in this video already
Yeah.
of how you can see me in that video.
Yeah.
But Danceophobia,
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay Lohan
Mm-hmm.
is on this record.
Cool.
Who's sort of a musical artist. I think she has 1 or 2 albums.
Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
A lot of fans were not appreciative of her being on there. I remember when I heard it, I thought, was that a joke? What are you putting her on there for?
Oh.
But she's just not taken seriously in music.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Simon got on there and told everybody to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
He'll decide, and she's fine. Kiss my ass.
There you go.
So I always like it when the rock stars bully me into liking their choice.
Yeah. Did you like it?
She's fine. I was just shocked when I first heard it. This is not my favorite song in the world. It's kind of goofy. But then on the other hand,
Same, but it's fun.
it is fun.
It is fun.
So you can't dismiss fun. And then when she's doing that little rap or whatever she's doing, yeah, she was probably the right person for it because it's so stupid.
I think so. I like it.
And this, I think I've told this story before when we were at that concert.
Ron says, not for me.
Nobody had ever heard the song because the album wasn't out. And when they sang it, everybody just was quiet. And then they all stared at Simon when he was finished.
Okay.
And he went, that's what he did. He went, okay. And then later, that wasn't on the tour anymore. So that wasn't hitting for anybody.
Yeah. Which is lame because you can dance to it. You can dance-ophobia to it.
But it's so off base from what you're expecting from them, I think is what
Yeah.
they're talking about.
Yeah. I think it's still fun. I like when songs are fun.
I think it's fun.
I think it's fun. You want to talk about the next song?
Yeah, I mean, what else can I say?
Ron
about
says, not for
Danceophobia?
me.
I will say this. When it's on there, I almost always skip it.
Oh, I always listen to it.
I almost always skip it.
Fake fan. What are the chances?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is the Save a Prayer tune on the album.
I like
What do
this
you
one.
think?
I think it's really good.
Does it measure up to Save a Prayer? Is it in
No.
the conversation?
Yeah. It could be like top 5.
Yeah, I think this
Of
is
like
a really
the slower songs.
this is a really good one.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
If you contrast this with Falling Down or what was the one on Astronaut?
What are the chances?
What's the ballad on Astronaut? Why can't I think of it? I think that was Falling Down. No. RCM was Falling Down. There's another one I'm thinking of, and I think it's the Astronaut one, but I can't think of the Save a Prayer tune on Astronaut.
Do you want help?
Oh, I'm thinking of
Ooh, Michael loves this one. What are the chances? Yeah, I agree with you,
it's a
Michael.
beautiful song.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Now That the Light Is Low, something I want to say. What is that song? I can't think of the name of that.
I tried to help you and you said
Can
no.
you let go when someone else, not me. That one. So I think those are all sort of in the same genre, and I think this is the best one of those.
Don Brown, wow, 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 wow. Hear that guitar.
Yeah,
There you go.
he's really good.
Yeah.
I keep telling everybody how good he is, and it's still. I think he gets the least amount of respect out of the 3 main guitar players.
No, he's great.
And I think he's good.
Don Brown, Don Brown.
Oh, they should change that song to Don Brown, right?
I think so. What are the chances? I never heard of that song, guys. Fun. What are the chances?
Fun. I put the homework list up there. If you look at the community page,
Now you're gonna have to start.
you can listen to What Are the Chances for free.
For free.
Yeah, I can't remember the picture I put up. It's me and Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
That's what I put up with the homework.
Homer Simpson and I. Yeah.
Whatever.
Thought I was the English teacher.
Me too, but a lot of times you're like way up bass, so.
Yeah, well.
No, I just tune it out.
Homer Simpson and I. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah, there's no more thoughts on that beautiful song?
Oh, Ron says my favorite.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that.
I like that song.
I don't know if it's my favorite on the album, but
I don't know if it's my favorite on the album, but it's definitely up there.
If you pasted all the Save a Prayer tunes, this one is in the conversation near the top.
See, that's why I said it was in the conversation. You asked me.
I did.
Yep.
You agreed.
Sunset Garage.
I don't like this song.
Whatever happened, it's okay.
To me, this one sounds way underbaked.
Still alive. And so the
Sunset Garage Day.
Oh, there's so go. We're gonna make it on
Think they're gonna copyright you? YouTube?
I think they're gonna invite me to join the band.
I'm talking about YouTube.
Oh, I think Simon's gonna invite me to join.
You should. You better tell him how great Lindsay Lohan is, or you're not getting anywhere near this.
I like Lindsay Lohan, so there you go.
Father to daughter, daughter to father.
Facebook page was nonstop fans worried.
About
why? What? Did I miss?
About what?
Beat After Beat says I really like that song just because I was grooving to it. Fawn, I don't know it either. Oh, Fawn doesn't know that song.
Sunset Garage Day, it's not. That is one I almost always skip.
I don't know any of the words to it, but I always get into it.
It's just there's something about it that's not quite right.
Because it's happy. It's not the depressed Duran Duran that you like.
It just doesn't. You know what?
Everything sucks.
They're not a negative band, I don't think. You think so?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
I think some albums we talked about, you said this is their like depression album, you know?
Midlife crisis, yeah. Those.
Yeah.
The '90s were their midlife crisis after the.
Well, that's what
album.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Saying you like it better when they're like that, not like whatever happened, it's okay.
For whatever reason, this song doesn't reach me.
Yeah, because you're not a happy guy. You're not a Sunset Garage kind of guy.
I would say Pressure Off is a happy song, and that's fun.
Yeah.
This one just doesn't. It's not a Duran Duran song to me.
Oh, I can agree with that. I can agree it's not a Duran Duran song. I can still enjoy it, though.
It's sort of the song you'd hear on like American Idol or something, one of those guys.
Hey, we're still alive.
Yeah, it's like, thank you, dismissed.
Ooh, Fawn's picky about their music.
She should be.
Fawn.
That's the whole point of what we're doing.
Can change the skyline.
So I like this one.
Me too.
There's a lot going on here.
Problem is, I only like the chorus. Everything else is kind of
Well, I think this song is about a guy on a ledge about to commit suicide.
There's also that one part. Is that Butterfly Girl?
Maybe I don't know.
It's in the first couple songs. No. Yeah, that one.
Isn't that what we're talking about right now?
Yeah. I was trying to say I like that part and I like the chorus.
I think that's what it's about, though. So you want to talk about depressive.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like he does a lot of contemplating and sort of the subconscious on your shoulder or behind you telling you.
Yeah.
Right or wrong. So sort of a riff on the devil and angel on each side of you. Look over here. Look over here.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to look over
A lot of people go to the devil side.
Oh, evil.
What do you think of the music?
What did I just say?
That's it?
I like the riff and I like the chords and everything else is meh. That's exactly what I said. So what do you have to say about that?
I say this is one of the better songs on the album.
No.
I like to listen to it each time. I don't know what else I would say.
That's all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got. It's a good song.
If that's
what it's about.
Nobody else has said anything either, so maybe there's just not a lot of thoughts.
All right, well, let's carry on then.
You'll be butterfly girl.
So-
And if you rise above the sorrow.
That's a good bit.
I know. I love that song.
So my understanding is he wrote this for one of his daughters who was having a very bad relationship.
This might be my favorite. Maybe,
It's
possibly.
contender.
But I'm saying that a lot to throw everybody off my trail.
Well, plus this is a good album,
Yeah.
so it helps.
Yeah. I really like this song.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound like a Duran Duran song. Once again.
It's experimental. I'll give you that.
They got a few experimental ones in here.
But I think what's going on is interesting.
I think this whole album vaguely doesn't sound like a Duran Duran album.
Right. Well, because they're obviously pushing the envelope, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was done in pieces because you get like a Paper Gods who is as far away from Duran Duran as you can get, but then you get You Kill Me With Silence, which is pretty far away from what you would think, and then you get Sunset Garage Day, and you're like, what the hell is this?
Then you get Danceophobia.
And then you get Danceophobia, and you're like, uh-oh, they dropped some E.
I'm glued to your light behind you guys. Fawn is entranced by the laser.
Well, we knew people wouldn't watch this of our blathering.
Unless there
But
was a
we
laser
knew
brain.
if you was a light, at least you could look at that.
We are the laser brain.
That was the theory behind the light.
It's also hypnotizing. It's like that black and white swirly.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was going for.
Yeah.
If you don't want to listen, tune us out and just stare at the light.
Keep giving us that view time.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't care if you're looking at the light or listening to our nonsense.
Yep. So we'll take it. We'll take it.
All right, what's after Butterfly Girl?
Turn off the light. Let's see what it looks like.
The laser light?
We don't want to do that.
I can give them a sample.
Give them a sample, but
That way they'll appreciate it more, right?
But how?
Check
what?
out this remote, huh?
Wha-
I got the world in my hand.
wha-
Bunk. See, doesn't work. Come here, you son of a...
Beat after beat says,
Bunk.
please.
There it goes. Bunk. Ah, it's okay. It's back.
We're good.
Relax. I think there's other modes too, right? Ding, ding, ding.
You're
It
so
sure
boring.
is sticking on blue a lot.
You're so
Well, keep talking. Tell me what you think
you're
of that
so-
last song.
Boring because you don't know how to work the remote.
Well, listen. Just because you press a button and there's a certain
Beat after
color
beat, you
to
don't have to
it.
say sorry. It's him.
So,
So,
go ahead. What's the next song?
Only in Dreams.
Only
Oh.
in Dreams.
Another 6-minute song.
There's a vampire in the limousine.
I like that part.
Sun's going down like a
There's
symphony.
a vampire in the limousine.
Who's singing that?
Not Duran Duran. I was just having fun. Sorry.
It's good. I'm enjoying it.
No, but you
Carry
sound
on.
like you're being mean.
No.
No.
This isn't about negativity or mean.
I'm feeling pretty negative vibes from you right now.
I was getting a Pee-wee vibe.
I like this song. I don't like it 6 minutes.
Yeah, you don't like the long songs. I
don't.
love the long songs that have a mood. She keeps her guard up when her nails are wet. I don't want to wake up. That's
What?
fun.
What?
Those are the lyrics.
I know, but what?
I don't know. The whole thing to me seems like a dream. He woke up and went.
There's a vampire in the limousine.
I think this is one of the standout tunes on the record.
Oh yes, love it, Ron says.
Ron is correct.
You and Ron are on the same page.
Mostly.
Mostly. I can't think of a time you've been super off base with each other.
No, I mean, it's personal. I think we both like when they stretch. And this is a stretch.
Cash App is on my channel, Fawn. Send us money, beat after beat.
Send us that condom. Do you still have it, or did
No, he
you
said he
really
sold
sell it?
it.
I think maybe he was just kidding.
Oh,
He
okay.
can still send it.
He's really got it for us.
Yeah.
I got you. He just didn't want to let anybody know he actually had it in his possession still, so he wouldn't get robbed.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't open this case, right? Because all hellfire will rain down on me at people trying to get it.
I think you'll be okay.
I don't want to get robbed.
Nobody's gonna be trying to rob you.
We have several layers of security here, but this item is so one of a kind. I think maybe even they would
Not
get through
kidding. Sold at $25. Miss Carpenter says he got robbed, if you will.
it. Yeah, I wouldn't even know. I mean, what would somebody pay for that?
25.
Think so? I mean, it's pretty old at this point, right? It's got to be 30 years.
Yeah. Plus, they didn't have many of them, so.
I never heard of it.
Got to be special.
If it was in one of the wedding albums, I guess I mean, huh? Not sure I get the tie-in, but whatever. I guess it was to get attention, and they got attention for
Yeah,
it.
that's how you get attention, I'll tell you.
You want to go on to the next one?
Yeah, The Universe Alone.
Universal. So I don't love this song, but then there are moments in this song that I think are outstanding.
Oh, Beat After Beat bought it for $3 at their wedding concert.
Oh,
So they had it at
was
like
the
one of those
merch.
stands.
Yeah. I told my story. I didn't go to the proper tour. I was at the
Ron says, don't open the case yet. He's not home yet.
I was at the K-Rock acoustic concert when I saw this cycle. So I wasn't. There was no tour merchandise or anything I could buy.
Got news for 2025, Ron says.
Reportage?
Nick, I mean, Ron, what news do you have for us?
Yeah, have you guys finished that record? Did you do the tweaks? Is it really all political? I'm a little worried about it.
Are you going to release a live version of that Shadow song?
Yeah, right. I've almost given up. I don't think we're going to get a proper release
Almost
of that Vegas show.
up.
Well, I mean, I'm going to keep a sliver of hope, but I'm not going to complain about it anymore.
Okay. Well, tell us the news, Ron.
Well, when he gets on.
We'll hold off opening the case.
I can't believe there's any way they could have another album out unless most of it was already finished. And the only thing that fits that description is Reportage.
Maybe it is.
And you, I have a feeling, are going to like it. Because the few bits that I've heard were really heavy rock.
The fan-made video is electric. The Universe Alone? Question mark?
I haven't seen it, but
I haven't seen it either. I don't like The Universe Alone.
I don't. I told you I didn't love it, but then the moments that are good in this song are so good that you have to listen. So I always listen when I'm listening to this record. This is not a skip one for me.
And you skip Danceophobia?
I do.
You're
it doesn't.
Lame.
I got to be really goofy mood to listen to that.
You're always in a goofy mood.
I got to be super goofy.
You're a silly guy.
Most of the time, but not when it comes to Duran Duran music.
Oh, excuse me, Professor.
A bit of a purist.
That was The Universe Alone.
I think that's it, right?
No.
That ends the album, doesn't it?
No.
What's after Universe Alone?
Planet Roaring.
That's a B-side.
Oh, it says it's on the album proper?
That's the deluxe.
Oh, I'm on the deluxe.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done then.
Right. That's what I thought.
Okay,
so
let's talk about Planet Roaring.
Let's talk about B-sides.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about my understanding of these B-sides where they were what was done first.
Mm-hmm.
And then decided, wait, we don't want to do this. We're going to go some other direction. And then these became B-sides. But so what happened was you get some of their best B-sides they've ever
I don't
made.
love the B-sides.
There are a couple of songs on this list
don't love
that
B-sides.
could probably make my all-time top Duran Duran 10.
Don't lie.
I'm
you
telling
like
you.
Cinderella Ride, don't you?
I'm not going to say because we're not there yet. But I will tell you that these B-sides are amazing and a must. And I think the B-sides for the next album are actually pretty good too. Or they're deluxe or whatever you want to call it. Future Past.
I love that album.
Right. There's a couple of technically B-sides added in later for the deluxe version that are as good as anything that's on that album. So let's talk about Planet Roaring. Another Simon Save the Planet sort of song. Environmental, 5 years left to live.
What do you have to say about it?
First thing I will tell you about the 5 years left to live. When I was growing up, and I can remember in the late 70s,
Mm-hmm.
they were talking about the next great ice age
Mm-hmm.
and how the climate had changed and we're all going to be covered in ice.
Great.
Then through the 80s, the artists started doing the Save the Rainforest stuff, really heavy.
I heard about that.
And I remember, we've only got 10 years left to save the planet. And that was like 89, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get like Greta Thunberg or whatever her name is.
Thunberg.
She comes in with you got 5 years left, and then the 5 years came, and then she deleted it off X.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say not to get political and environment and stuff because it is important, but the speech that she gives, where she goes up there and goes, carbon neutral, blah, blah, blah,
Blah blah blah.
30-year plan, blah,
Blah
blah,
blah
blah,
blah.
gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. There's never been a better political speech.
Blah blah blah.
And by the way, when she did that, everybody turned on her. Even the people that were trying to use her as vote getting and sort of their religion and stuff like that, even they turned on it because she shit on everybody. Anybody who isn't doing exactly what she wanted right now to save the planet was shit, and they got the blah, blah, blah. Even the people who pretend they're doing something like, I hate carbon offsets. There's nothing more bullshit than a carbon offset.
You're not getting political.
I'm talking about the environment. That's all I'm saying. Is there are people who came up with this idea of carbon offsets where they could pay an amount of money and then shit all over the environment as much as they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It's either you're for the environment or you're not. You're either trying to reduce or you're not. You can shove that carbon credits or whatever that bullshit is right up your pooper.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm done.
Okay.
Planet roaring.
Everybody else fell asleep.
Yeah.
I was online texting Nick Rhodes the other night. OK Tour 2025 Europe, etc. Wedding album is going to be remastered.
Ooh.
And a new package from Arcadia and Reportage is out next year. Then another new album.
How is that possible?
This is Ron Farney, who is saying that he is not Nick Rhodes, but was texting Nick Rhodes.
Yeah, texting Nick Rhodes? Yeah. I got Nick on the line over here. Nick Rhodes doesn't text me.
Wedding album going to be remastered. New package from Arcadia and Reportage is out next year. Then another new album.
So you're texting, and the next time you're texting Nick or looking in the mirror, are you getting a steady drumbeat of where is the next Arcadia record? When are you going to do something with Arcadia? Because I even joined that chorus. I got a hold of Nick Rhodes, I think it was a year ago, when they were doing what was the Evil video they were doing where they were in the house? Black Moonlight.
Mm-hmm.
He did a Q&A after that live.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit him with the Arcadia.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he just gives non-answers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to think maybe that drum beat is getting somewhere. I don't know what else you could do with Arcadia. I think it's already been remastered. Unless you could remaster those videos some way, but I think those were shot on videotape. I'll buy it. You don't need to worry about that.
Ron, not Nick Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Just let us know when. You can send it to us early. We won't tell.
I would love to see it early.
Yeah, if Nick would like to send us like a copy of what they got so far, I'd be interested.
Listen, I know it costs money to manufacture that stuff. You just put the Vegas show on a Blu-ray or a 4K.
Just for us.
If you want to be my best friend, you put it on a 4K.
Mm-hmm.
And you pump out a new Arcadia thing, I'll take it. You decide to make a whole new Arcadia record, I'll take it. If you guys get together and do a tour just as Arcadia, I will take it. You want to put out Reportage? I'll give it a listen, I'll buy it, and I'll buy the special edition. I'm happy to see that. And then another album after that, what is in the water over there that you guys are drinking?
Hello, Amaro. We got a new person here.
Yay.
Hello. Amaro.
I hope you like
Michael,
Paper Gods.
Michael, would love So Red the Rose remastered on vinyl.
What a great idea.
Ooh.
Now, you know Nick Rhodes is the champion of vinyl.
Uh-huh. So it is possible.
It is possible. And I better start saving money then, because vinyl is not cheap.
Yep. Amaro. Okay.
Unless you can find it cheap.
Were we talking about Planet Roaring, or did you get on a tangent?
Well, because it's about the environment. So go ahead.
Okay.
What do you think of the song?
It's okay.
Yeah. This is not my...
So you had a big 20-minute long lecture ready, but you didn't. You thought the song was okay.
Well, so Simon is always trying to work in the environment because it's important to him. Well, it should be important to everybody. We're trying to breathe. But he has yet to, in my opinion, get the right song and hit it out of the park. It's still a little too political for me and a little underbaked.
I think there's other tunes not finished, so it looks like they are working on it, Ron says. Probably about the news he dropped.
Arcadia?
Possibly.
There are Arcadia songs that were not finished?
maybe.
That's pretty damn exciting. Listen, I like the Arcadia record.
I don't.
And I didn't get anywhere near enough of that.
I didn't.
It's a miracle it exists, and I want more.
It's fine.
Reportage, I'm a little worried about. If it's overly political and it's over heavy, too heavy, you'll like that. You like Andy's guitar playing.
Yeah.
You like the Power Station. I think you've said that. You like the Power Station.
I did really like Power Station than Arcadia, yeah. Mm-hmm. Agreed.
We probably need to listen to that second Power Station record.
There's another one?
They did one.
Why didn't we ever talk about it?
I forgot about it. It's not. I don't think I've ever heard. I think I've heard it once. Somehow that didn't. When John Taylor left Power Station, I was like, he doesn't care. Why should I?
Ron says, I wish I was Nick Rhodes. Don't forget, I've met him as well several times. Yeah, he wishes.
You're definitely dialed in. But if you're chatting with him and you've got his ear, and you have an opportunity to tell him how important another Arcadia record is, or anything, whatever you unearth, I'll take. You want to finish the song Seven and the Ragged Tiger?
Yeah!
I'll be there.
Do that for me.
Yay.
World's youngest fan.
I don't know. I saw a baby in that video.
I know. Well, the baby's grown up now.
Got to be, right?
Yeah.
Got to be 30 by now.
Valentine Stones?
That's next?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is exceptional. I don't love Valentine Stone, because I don't understand what that is. But the actual lyrics of this song are insanely good.
Oh, I don't agree.
Oh, they're crazy.
Let me see if Valentine Stones is anything.
All roads lead from my resurrection to your sympathy.
It's just talking about gemstones.
Where do you hear a lyric like that?
Power Station, Living in Fear. Top 5 David Bowie albums.
Top 5 David Bowie. I'm not a big David Bowie fan.
It was 4 years to go today.
By the way, I like David Bowie when other people are singing David Bowie, especially when the Tears for Fears did one of the best versions of Major Tom I've ever heard.
Ground Control.
No, the other one. How does that song go? Subfos and synthesis, and I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hair. A planet below, ashes to ashes, fun to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie.
Ron says it's okay. I agree about the lyrics. He says the song's okay, but he thinks the lyrics are great.
That's that elevates
you
that
and Ron
song.
Are on the same page.
The music is good. The chorus is underbaked. I don't know what Valentine Stones are either. Do you?
I looked up Valentine Stones, and what just pops up is like the stones you would have on like rings. So like Valentine's Day stones would be like diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
You listen to that song and you think, I think what he's talking about is some woman who collects men.
Maybe.
Well, he's not interested in being in that collection. He does a lot of reading, so you never know where it's coming from. It could have been a book he read or whatever. But the lyrics are top notch. Not to be overlooked. That song is an important song.
Northern Lights?
Now, Northern Lights is a throwback. When I hear this song, I hear the first album.
I didn't like the first album.
What?
So I liked Northern Lights, but...
Girls on Film?
That's a good one.
Planet Earth?
That's a good one.
Well, it comes off that first album,
What about everything else?
Careless Memories? You don't like that? With a careless memory, burn, burn. With a careless memory, burn, burn. No? Faster Than Light? White light coming in. Faster than light. Faster than light. That's gold, sir.
You're not just going to yell at me.
Night Boat.
Oh, I never liked that one.
Anyway, that's when I hear Northern Lights, I hear the first album.
Okay.
Plus, you got a nice Nick Rhodes sample at the beginning, somebody walking.
Oh, I like Northern Lights. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Not one of my favorites, but good. Probably one of my favorites in the B-sides. Because I'm not a big fan of the B-sides.
Right.
So.
Well, the B-sides are when you can do sort of the experimental stuff.
Yeah.
That they, for some reason, they don't think past mustard. But here, I'm not sure what happened because these are so good.
The first album is totally awesome, amazing, epic, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I liked like 2 or 3 of the songs. And
Well, those 2 or 3 are
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as a whole, you know what? I'm not getting into this right now.
You don't have
We're
to.
not doing
I'm
this.
just saying the first album has a lot of good stuff on it.
Cinderella Ride.
Cinderella Ride is, if you listen to this song and you listen to these lyrics,
You love this song.
I love the lyrics. These are really good lyrics.
That's all you got?
Well, I think it's an amazing song.
Cinderella, something, something. I don't know the lyrics, so I guess I can't agree with you.
All the way.
Hey,
all the way.
I think this is my favorite B-side.
Like a bird in the sky, or something like that.
I think this is my favorite B-side, and the Northern Lights would be my second favorite B-side.
Uh-huh. Children with their eyes sewn shut, begging on the stones.
Kids in Kiss makeup, toast in the bread.
Yeah, that's silly. That is a great lyric. I'll give you that.
Sorry, it's just the way you said it reminded me.
It doesn't have the gravitas of Cinderella Ride, but yeah, it's a brain candy. Those kind of lyrics. I see what you mean there. You got me there.
Sorry.
Cinderella Ride. This is in the conversation for one of the best songs I've ever done. Also.
Wow.
So how it was a B-side, I don't know.
That's somebody who loves Cinderella Ride.
I think it's amazing stuff.
Cinderella.
I think
Love It, Fantastic, Epic.
See?
Ron. Not Nick.
Can't be wrong.
Yeah. I agree. I like this one a lot.
It's good. If a song can evoke an emotion, it's done its job.
Oh, you say that every time.
I do, and I mean it.
You're so
And you know what? We're almost at the end. You never have to hear it again.
You're so late. No, I feel like I'm still going to hear it somehow.
I don't know how.
If this song...
Maybe I'll put it on your Christmas card.
Yeah, thank you. I already got my gift, so I don't need a card.
Loser.
On Evil Beach.
On Evil Beach. This is a fun little throwaway tune for me.
Yeah.
It's better than Planet Roaring, but
yeah,
it's not going to be at the award ceremony.
Yeah. You know what? You just summed it all up perfectly. That's exactly how I feel about this song.
That's what it is. I'm glad it's there.
Sweetheart, the first album, was in the UK album charts for 110 weeks. We're still on that because you made me bring it up.
I didn't make you bring up the first album. I said Northern Lights sounds like a song to come off the first album.
I said, oh, I liked Northern Lights, but I didn't like the first album.
Right. That's blasphemy here.
Yeah, well...
Because that's I think what it is because, too, when they got hot off Rio, there wasn't very much to consume. So you had to go back to that first record. And then it's got Girls on Film, which is one of the best songs ever written. I don't care what artist did it. There's something about that song that transcends the band. Remember when I talked about Save a Prayer, how it sort of lifts up out of the Rio album and is in the zeitgeist?
I wish...
Girls on Film is there too.
I wish they would do what NSP did, which is create a cover album of their own music.
Well, that's essentially what they did with Dance.
No, they didn't.
They did. They took the Night Boat and did a cover of their own
song.
song.
But I want like a whole album dedicated to just redoing some of their older songs. Like Girls on Film, I'd love to see remastered.
Oh, you mean remade?
Yeah.
Remastered is just taking the original.
Remade.
Track. Well, there's two different things.
Okay.
Because it has been remastered several times.
Okay, remade.
I think that's a great idea.
I think so too. And like you could do Rio again. You could do...
I don't know how you would... How would you make Rio better?
I wouldn't necessarily even say to make it better. Just give me a fresh recording of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think when they did New Moon on Monday... I mean,
it was outstanding.
It is outstanding, but there's... When he hits that high note...
Yeah, that's right.
I don't love that.
Maybe he wanted to make it special.
It's different. I'll give him that. But then when Nick comes in with those same synthesizers and those same samples, it is a perfect mix of the old and freshening new coat of paint.
That's what NSP did, and I love that whole album. So they could do the same thing It'd be super cool.
Well, I know they are still fighting with the record company. They went to court and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
One way to stick it to them is to just redo the album.
Yeah.
And I would be there for that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But not in favor of, if you're making music like you're making right now that is this good, keep making the good music. I can live with the original albums.
Okay. I'm just throwing my ideas out there.
Right.
I like to think.
Because again, I call these 3 albums, this decade is
The Trinity.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
The Holy Trinity. It's so far above. I'm not going to say they're the best, because you got to talk. Rio has to be in the conversation, and 7 is an important album too.
I love 7.
But when you get these 3 together, they are as good as anything they've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know where they're going to fall in our list,
Mm-hmm.
because we're going to make a list. We're gonna sort all of these albums in 2 weeks, and we'll. What's your number? What's your number 13?
Okay.
What's your number 8? And then we'll go to our number 1. So I don't know where it's going to go, but these 3 have to be some of that cream.
Yep.
It just isn't possible.
Yep. All right. You want to talk about our last song and then open the case?
Okay.
As Seen from a Distance.
Now this one I had forgotten about.
Me too.
I think this was the Japanese.
Until you played it like 10, or I guess it wasn't even 10 minutes. It was before the show started.
Right. Because the disc that I made for this album, and I stick on the B-side, you know how I do that. I didn't have enough room for this because this came later, and it didn't really grab me. It's fun. It's sort of what did I say when I was listening to it 5 minutes ago, right before the show started? I said, oh, it sounds like they ripped off rock and roll.
Oh, that's what you said.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll. You could sing that right over this tune.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I mean, rock and roll is a fun tune. The guy that wrote it wasn't so great, so you got that.
Now you get a fun version of it.
You got that sort of, and it's not a complete rip, but it's...
Where would you rank it on the B-sides?
Pretty low.
Oh. Yeah.
Are you talking about just for this album? Or all B-sides, period?
No, for this album.
Well, for this album?
I think it's still better than...
I think it might be better than Planet Roaring. That's what I was going to say. I'm not sure if it's better than Evil Beach. Evil Beach is better.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's so fun.
Yeah. Agreed.
And Northern Lights. And yeah, I think it would probably be... Planet Roaring would probably be at the bottom of this stack. And right above that one would be this. As Seen from a Distance.
I'll be home in 10 minutes. It takes me 2 hours to travel. Okay, Ron wants us to wait to open the case.
Oh boy, what are we going to do for 10 minutes? You know what? Now that we've totally rinsed and wrung out every bit of juice from Paper Gods, what should we do? Does anybody have... Yeah, I'm ready to go to bed. Does anybody have anything else to say about Paper Gods before I open the case?
You gotta wait for Ron.
Well, I'm gonna riff a little bit. I'm gonna go right off the track onto another track, but I want to make sure everybody's done talking about Paper Gods.
Should we talk about our list? We could do that for 10 minutes.
Not a bad idea.
Favorite, least favorite sleeper?
Thank you. Hit me with your... What is the best track on this record?
Let me look at my list again. Let me see.
And I have to think about it too. It's very hard with this one.
Oh, Pressure Off.
Pressure Off. That's your best.
That's my best.
The best song on this record, or in its orbit, on this record, and that's very hard to choose. There's a ton of amazing shit on here.
Agreed.
Tons.
Agreed.
Not as much as the last record, but tons. Cinderella Ride is the best track made.
I knew you loved it.
I said
earlier, oh, you love Cinderella, and you're like, I'm not going to say.
This is the best song of this ball.
Ron says to open it. Ron, now we got to finish our lists.
No, we're in the middle of the list, Ron. You're not even home yet.
Man. Okay.
What do you say to that? Wait, is your mind blown?
No.
Do you agree?
Well, no, because I said Pressure Off, but,
right, but
yes.
Did it come in second?
It's fair. It's a fair assessment.
Right. Give me the one that you're going to skip. It's not, we're not, listen, we're not negative here. We're just saying, which one would you skip when you're listening
Planet
to this record?
Roaring.
Yeah.
Planet Roaring. Ron says, "What are the chances?" Oh, as his favorite?
Yeah, that's the ballad.
Oh yeah, Michael says my favorite. What are the chances? So everyone's saying, "What are the chances?"
By the way, strong choice. I could
Yep.
easily have picked that.
Me too. I went for the whenever I'm choosing my favorite. Also, the ones that are singles are probably going to be higher on my list.
Well, that's why they were singles.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what other chances was a single though, but it
wasn't.
certainly could have been.
I say Pressure Off. You said Cinderella Ride. They say What Are the Chances? My least favorite is Planet Roaring.
So when I don't say when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, which one am I going to hit the skip button on?
Danceophobia.
I'm sorry, but even more skippable than Danceophobia. That's right. Sunset Garage Day. Just I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Don't be mean.
I'm not being mean. It doesn't.
Ron says Danceophobia would be his.
I could have said Danceophobia. I do skip that every time too.
You guys are no fun.
I'm not.
You guys are no fun.
Skipping a song doesn't mean it's garbage.
Yeah, you're no fun.
You got to be in the right mood for that tune.
Michael, least favorite Danceophobia. You guys suck. Simon said we're supposed to like this.
Well, he doesn't want you criticizing Lindsay Lohan. He didn't say you could not like the song.
Simon said I need to like this song, so I will because I'm a true fan.
By the way, I don't dislike the song.
I know.
Sometimes I can listen to it.
I know.
And sometimes even Sunset Garage Day, I'll go, all right.
I know.
But
I know.
we're talking about which one's most skippable.
What's your sleeper? Can I pick two sleepers? It's unorthodox.
You know what? I'll allow that because the point of the sleeper is to ignite someone's imagination out there.
Okay, Fawn, listen up. For somebody who hasn't heard a lot of these songs.
Mm-hmm.
I got two sleepers for you.
All right, hit me with it.
Face for Today.
Listen, to me, this is the most important song on the record.
Yeah, but ignoring the fact that you're in it.
Yes.
It's a great song.
It's a good song. It's not the best, but the fact that I'm in the video means...
It's important to you.
Again, that means this lifts up out of the paper gods and into the heaven.
Uh-huh. Do you want to hear my other sleeper?
Yeah.
Butterfly Girl.
Yeah, that's another jamming song. You like the more rocky songs.
Yeah, be a butterfly girl.
And that is a jamming little tune.
I like to jam.
That's
Sorry.
a little tune. So, but my sleeper is going to have to be...
Planet Roaring is Michael's sleeper.
Yeah.
Well,
I can see that. That's definitely the definition of a sleeper.
yeah, it would be.
And I'm going to give you my sleeper, and it's also the definition of a sleeper. And it's Valentine Stone.
Really? You said you didn't like it.
I don't like the Valentine Stone, but everything around it is genius.
Wow. You know what? That blew my mind.
The chorus
the
chorus just wasn't done in the oven. It was taken out a little too soon.
Yeah.
But you do not skip that song.
Okay.
Make sure it happens.
He's a big Valentine Stones guy.
It's a sleeper.
Marry it.
Maybe it couldn't have been on the record. Maybe it could have, but if you're skipping that song or you don't know it because it's sort of on the
Ron, your
edge.
sleeper can't be Pressure Off. It was a single.
Yeah, how could that be your sleeper?
That's against the rules.
Remember, the definition of a sleeper is to get someone who doesn't know Duran Duran and is listening for the first time and is thinking maybe they're not going to continue listening or skipping or paying attention. This song is not the best on the record, but it deserves a little more attention. A single has had that song was everywhere.
Yep. Go ahead and open the case.
Is it time to open the case? Did Ron get home?
Ron said to open it earlier in the middle of our list.
Ron, listen, I'm over rush. Is he home?
I don't know.
Should I open it or should I go on my tangent?
He's not saying anything.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do with that?
All right. Well, then I'm just going to plug this one more time, and then I'll open the case.
Oh, God.
This is something you want. I'm pretty sure you could listen to this free on YouTube. 3 discs jammed to the cram. Even stuff on here I can't read. cassette mixes and edits. The Thompson Twins used to send their fans cassette tapes.
Really?
Yeah, if you were in the fan club, he would remix a bunch of these songs and stuff and bits that didn't make it and mail them to you. They're here.
Yeah.
And this is all completely remastered in Abbey Road Studio. The guys that were doing this, they've also done a Dolby Atmos. I don't know where that is yet. But these guys do not fuck around when they're mixing this stuff and remastering it. So it's going to sound better than it's ever sounded.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a bunch of stuff here I can't even read. But then all the B-sides, Passion Planet.
Break the line.
I'm living on a passion planet.
Chew the fat.
That's a great seminal album. So here we are.
All right. Go ahead and open the case. He hasn't said nothing.
What is the most important memorabilia that's one of a kind? Especially of this era, here it is.
That not even Duran Duran has.
And can't get.
Can't.
That's the most important part. Can't get it. There's no amount of money that's going to get these two pieces of memorabilia out of my hands.
What if they make you a member of the band?
Now we're talking. Then they would be allowed to see them in person.
Yeah.
They want to put me in? Oh, listen. And I don't mind. You want me to play the triangle in the back? I'll do it.
Get my little
just to be there.
What's it called? Tambourine.
Tambourine.
That's the one.
Well, triangle's probably the lowest.
I
form
think
of
both
music,
are
right?
the lower ones because they're just.
Here's the case.
I can't wait.
What's the secret code?
8675309.
154.
Oh, that code you said.
That's the password. 154.
Why would you tell them the password to open the case? Then
It's not the password to open the case.
Oh.
It's the meaning of what's going on here.
Okay.
154. I've given you everything you need to know to understand this memorabilia.
Ron's home now.
I've given you a link. I've given you a timestamp. And now I'm opening this case.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. They don't open. There it goes. And it still doesn't open because I can't see. Come on, you bastard.
8675309.
The case is opening.
Oh, I can see it.
You can't see all of it.
Oh, I can see it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You're not ready for this.
Oh, you're gonna change into it?
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
do it the whole episode, but this is how it came out.
In a sunset carriage day, hey, you're still alive.
Is this the look I gave? I think it was like this.
You were very frowny.
Well, it wasn't taken for that purpose. I thought it was silly, so that's what I sent.
You had like you just sucked on a lemon. Yeah, something like that.
And the whole reason I grew this beard to match the photo. We've taken a photo an hour or two ago.
You didn't even have the beard in the photo.
What do you mean? I did. Look closer. You don't know what you're doing.
They fiddled with your photo a lot.
To recreate that photo.
So tell them.
Beard. This beard's coming off today.
No, but tell them.
What?
How'd you get in a music video?
Oh, because they asked for fans to send in their picture, and then they put it in the music video.
The whole purpose of the video was fans sent in their photos.
Because they have the face for today.
Yeah.
And it turns out I have the face for today.
And you were in it. And you wore those shades and that cowboy hat.
And you can't... That's it. You're not getting a hold of this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Your beard is way thicker than the one in the video.
Well, listen. What do you want me to do?
Shave part of it?
Shave. I think it's like
Ooh,
this.
Fawn says you're cute.
Oh, yeah. Right at that song, right when he goes, oh, yeah.
Miss Carpenter says, is that what I think?
So I put the link to the video in the announcement the other day, and the time code is 154. There it is. You thought you weren't going to see it? You thought you didn't understand the memorabilia?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ron, suck on that.
Ron is Nick, so you're never going to beat him.
I got something they can't have.
Yeah, unless
This
you get
is
to
it.
join the band.
Yep. You want to put me the member that plays the triangle? I'm ready to go, and you can have this memorabilia and the case. I'll throw in the case.
Ooh, okay.
What do you think? Oh yeah.
I feel good.
That's my line. Oh yeah.
Is it?
That's part of the song they play right before they show my picture.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Looks good on you, Thomas, Miss
Thank
Carpenter
you.
says. You're so lame.
That's what you do. Thank you, ma'am.
Is that when you had that like face surgery and you had to wear a big brimmed hat?
I didn't have face surgery, but I was having a skin problem.
Okay.
And the dermatologist said you got to wear a big hat.
Mm-hmm.
That she wanted a hat like this,
Like a sun hat.
with some shit hanging down. I'm like, dude, I gotta
like a
have
beekeeper hat.
I gotta have a life. So I got this big hat to protect my face.
So you could look like Indiana Jones.
It definitely has an Indiana Jones look to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then these were just glasses I had.
Yeah.
Prescriptions. So anybody who somehow steals this memorabilia,
Can't
you're not
even
gonna be able to
wear it.
use them. So eat it. You can't get it. And this is the only place you're gonna see this outfit recreated. You're going to watch the video, and then you're going to see this, and you're like, God damn, I'm getting extra juice on the video.
And the sunset carriage day.
Garage.
Hey, you're still alive.
And there's only one last thing we need to do.
Mm-hmm. I like it on you, Thomas. Ooh, Fawn and Miss Carpenter are all over you.
This is the look. Listen, if I didn't have this outfit and this look, I wouldn't have been the face for today. Or
For all
as
you
it
know.
is yesterday. Oh, you don't think some people got rejected off of that list?
Do you think if you took off the hat, you would still...
Think about how many Duran Duran fans are there in the world, and then how many pictures must have been sent in. To make the cut is a miracle.
Ron says you will never be Simon Le Bon.
That is absolutely true. I will never be. But I am the face for today.
Yeah.
And I do have this small, teeny little victory. This outfit.
Yep.
The shirt's not. I don't know what shirt I was wearing. It was a black shirt. I don't believe it had a big check on it. Best I could do.
This is great stuff.
So there's nothing left to do but now have you wear it.
So I'm the face for today?
I'm passing the torch. You are now the face for today.
I can't wear these.
You have to take off the others.
Yeah, but I can't wear your prescription.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wow, you look good. Better than I do.
With my tilted cowboy hat?
That's right. You're the face for today now.
Yeah, I gotta do what you did. I gotta do that.
Oh,
Ah!
I'm the old shit. You're the
Yeah.
new. Take over. Tell them.
I'm doing my frown.
Oh, it's like blue steel. Like that.
Am I
Blue
nailing
steel. Yep.
Okay.
You're the face for today. Can I give you some free advice though?
Michael's gotta go.
All right, Mike. I know the hat's not that exciting, but there it
Fawn
is.
says I look cute too, so we're just throwing the cutes around.
You're the face for today.
I'm the face.
Mike,
for
thanks for
today.
showing up. I know I couldn't even imagine what time it is over there in Australia, but I appreciate you're here.
Miss Carpenter says I look good.
God bless you, sir.
It'd be great if Ron said I could be Simon Le Bon.
Let's see if he says it.
I'm waiting
He
for
might
it.
say it.
Come on, Ron. Yeehaw. My Hello Kitty sweatshirt and my cowboy hat. And these prescription glasses that aren't my prescription.
You look great.
Thank you. Should I just walk around like this all the time?
There's Ron, I think.
Sleeper Evil Beach.
I'll
Sleeper
go with
Evil
that.
Beach.
I like Evil Beach is fun.
Starts 6 in the morning. Oh, well, you can go to bed, Michael.
Yeah, I'm sorry we kept you up, Mike.
We're sorry. We're so sorry.
If there was anything worth staying up for, though, it was this memorabilia.
This hat, yeah. Like the colors on that laser.
That's you.
That's me?
Yep.
That's me.
Well, they're talking about that thing. They're calling that a laser.
I think they're calling that a laser.
Okay.
But let's try.
All right, well, what do I know?
Can I take these off now?
You've had it on actually longer than I'm comfortable with.
They've actually
Needs to go back in the vault.
They've really hurt my eyes, so I'm glad. Now how does this look? This is my look.
Yeah, you could be the face for I'll call you later. For some reason, the hat and the glasses have to go together. It doesn't work.
What about this look?
Yeah, you look like Larry Storch.
Oh, where that is.
Yeah, go figure out who that is.
Okay.
Corporal Agarn.
Are you ready to say goodbye to our fans?
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for showing up to the Paper Gods discussion. I appreciate you all here and all your comments. I hope you had fun. And it's kind of bittersweet.
Oh God, he's still talking.
Last week was fun. Next week is the end of this discussion. We will talk about future past, and that's the last thing we have to talk about. And then a week later, we're going to give our top 5 videos, and we're going to put all of these albums in order. And then that's it. We will no longer be talking about Duran Duran unless something pops up.
Like a new album.
A new album or something epic, right?
Yeah. You ready to go?
And it may be like a pop-in special edition.
Or are you going to keep yapping?
I guess I'm done. Yeah,
Okay.
I know. Right at the 2:20 mark, you start getting really sleepy and crabby.
Yeah, because you're like, okay, you're supposed to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.